Saturday, everybody. I'm out in the backyard, so you might be able to hear a little traffic behind that brick wall. But I just want to talk about something that feels important. It feels relevant to Throat Chakra Alchemy, the free training I hosted this week, and it feels relevant to the launch that I'm in the middle of right now. And I've seen this thing in the coaching industry that is written in the comments above or below, depending on how you're watching this video. And it's this common reaction to if someone says, I can't afford your program, or they just consume your free content and have been consuming your free content for years and still haven't invested in you, or they just respond with all their limiting beliefs around why they can't. And unfortunately, often the response from coaches in the industry is, well, then you probably just don't want it bad enough. You must not want it. And I think that can actually be quite triggering and even like perpetuate trauma for some individuals. Because the root behind not investing, sometimes, this isn't always the case, but sometimes the root behind not saying yes to a program is rooted in past trauma. So, yeah, it could be easy for me to come on here or post somewhere on social media and be like, anyone who hasn't signed up from the Throat Chakra Alchemy training into Ready, Set, Record must just not want to share their voice, and they must just not take this seriously, and all they want is my free shit. But that's a disservice. That's not true. Because under limiting beliefs, and we talked about some of these very common limiting beliefs surrounding voice and throat chakra during Throat Chakra Alchemy, and underneath that can be trauma. And that's your brain's way of protecting you. It's actually just doing its job. And that's why I changed the entire curriculum for Ready, Set, Record, is because there's no point in teaching you how to do live video or how to start a podcast or what the message and mission of your legacy is if you're stuck operating in a place of trauma brain. My dogs are in the backyard with me. If you're just operating from trauma brain. So if that is the case, then the thing that's actually most important for you to work on right now is actually your nervous system. And down-regulating your nervous system, it's not, what am I going to call my podcast? So as I thought about this, it all happened, this kind of like aha happened for me when I was on vacation, and I just realized that this course, I mean, there's a million podcasting courses of all price ranges, from $27 to $2,000. You can do a podcasting course. They're plentiful. And the basic things you need to launch a podcast are really going to be the same in all those courses, because what you need is the same. The difference is the healing. In order to actually be able to share your voice and to alter the state of your brain out of trauma leading the show, so that you can even access your truth, so that it feels at least safer to share your voice. Some of the women on Throat Chakra Alchemy training mentioned having past life trauma, being burned at the stake, losing their life due to sharing their voice. And if that most likely subconsciously, maybe consciously at this point if you've done some past life regression, but that unconscious memory in your cellular system is going to drive the show. So that's why the first 3 modules are all about healing in Ready, Set, Record. And we're not starting with clarity on what my message is, because it's really hard to think about what you have to say and share with the world if we're in trauma brain. So instead we start with the inner child. What has made it feel unsafe for you to share your voice or even to say yes to this program? Then we're going to get into our body. It also doesn't do you service to get into your body if it doesn't feel safe in your body. So first we have to tell the brain it's safe, then we get into the body, then we find clarity in the message, then we go do all the technical, logistical stuff. I just don't see it being possible any other way. Especially if you're relating to this and you're going, I say no to programs all the time, not because I don't want it badly enough, but because I'm fucking scared. Because I've invested in myself before and it didn't pan out the way I wanted. Because sharing my voice still feels scary. Committing to this program feels outside of my comfort zone. And so your nervous system, it hasn't calmed down enough in order to say yes. It's still in this survival state. So if you're someone who thinks they want to say yes, but their trauma brain is really saying no, and maybe needs that extra, it's not a push. Because if you get pushed into something, it's just going to trigger you further. That's not what I'm here to do. And instead, it's like this extra moment to feel. It's a hug. It's a comforting. To see, what do you truly want? What do you truly desire versus what is trauma brain telling you right now? So I want to do a little box breathing with you. It's a 4-part breath. Inhale, hold, exhale, hold. We're going to do it to the count of 5, and we'll do 3 rounds, okay? So first, empty out. Breathe in. Hold at the top. Breathe out. You can do this through your nose or your mouth, and then hold at the bottom. Now I'm going to add the count. So breathe, inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Hold, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Hold at the bottom, 2, 3, 4, 5. Big breath in, 2, 3, 4, 5. Hold, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale it all out, 2, 3, 4, 5. Hold at the bottom, 2, 3, 4, 5. Last one, breathe in all the way, 2, 3, 4, 5. Hold, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then just let it all go. All the way out. Let it all out. Let it all go. And after that last exhale, bring your hands to your heart. Maybe you can even close your eyes for a moment this Saturday afternoon. I want you to just feel what you feel. Notice what you notice in your body. And I want you to consider this question. If it were true that I were 100% safe in all aspects of my being, would I say yes? Would you say yes to Ready, Set, Record? And also, what other things in your life would you say yes to if you knew the truth were actually you were 100% safe in all aspects of your being? What opens up for you? What's underneath that? What's beyond that portal, that door, that gate? And I'd love if you could just share that with us below. All right. Happy Saturday. I hope this is helpful regardless of whether you're even considering my program, but even just any investments. And don't let people bully you into that bullshit. Do not let people bully you into the bullshit of you must just not want it badly enough. There is such thing as this not being a priority in my life right now. Therefore, I'm not going to be spending my energy, time, and money in that area of my life. Sure, yes, that is possible. That's different from being bullied into, well, you must just not want it badly enough. We have to realize most humans are walking around with trauma brain. And there's a much kinder, more compassionate way to invite people into our circles and into our containers in a loving, gentle way, where they know they're going to be safe and they know they're going to be supported. And those are the containers that I create. That is what Ready, Set, Record is. I'll drop the link below. This is an 8-week experience where we go into all those things I mentioned before, the inner child, the embodiment, the clarity, and then we get into the technical stuff around strategy, messaging, how to, screen sharing and tutorials, but other stuff, it comes first. It's always going to come first. Okay. I love you all. Have a great rest of your day.